my channel. Welcome to those of you that are new here. We are not going to go look at a specific sport, but we are going to take a look at a specific person that I, of course, have already taken a look at. Of course, you know, before taking a look at him, I've heard the name before. I know who he is. I know what he looks like. But when it came to his actual career and information about him when it comes to basketball, I knew nothing about him. So I can say from watching his highlights, I learned a lot. From you guys in the comments, I've learned a lot. But there's still a bunch of things that I don't know about him. So I am going to go ahead and check out a video about Michael Jordan himself. And you guys are helping me learn so much. So I want to learn way more about him because I definitely feel like he's really good and I enjoyed what I watched. So now it's time to learn a lot more about Mr. Michael Jordan. So let's go. Alrighty, here we go, guys.
"15 Things You Didn't Know About Michael Jordan." Welcome to alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello Aluxers, and welcome to another exciting original video presented by alux.com. Today we're revealing some interesting and surprising facts about one of the most talented and most successful athletes of all time, Michael Jordan. Michael was born February 17, 1963 in Brooklyn, New York. He played for the University of North Carolina and then was drafted by the Chicago Bulls in 1984.
See, I learned all of that.
After 6 NBA championships, 6 NBA Finals MVP awards, 2 gold medals, numerous other awards, and 15 seasons played in the NBA, it's generally agreed that he is the greatest basketball player of all time. He also is one of the best marketed athletes of all time, with lucrative deals with Nike, Gatorade, Hanes, and more. He also had a short career in minor league baseball and starred in the 1996 film Space Jam.
Yes,
he retired from the NBA for the final time in 2003 after coming back to play for the Washington Wizards, and he is now the principal owner and chairman of the Charlotte Hornets. Michael is not only a talented athlete, but also a successful businessman. He is an awesome example of how you can take your talent and turn it into a billion-dollar empire. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at alux. We are inspired by his confidence, dedication, abilities, and success. So let's take a closer look at this incredible athlete with the 15 things you didn't know about Michael Jordan. Number 1. He is the highest paid athlete of all time. Wow. Michael was the first NBA player to ever make $1 billion, but his success goes beyond the sport of basketball. He actually holds the title of highest paid athlete of all time. Even though he hasn't played professionally in over 10 years, he still gets around $100 million just for his Nike contract annually, and he also has endorsement deals with Gatorade, Hanes, and others.
Not even playing anymore. 10 years not playing anymore. I'm not sure how long ago they made this video, but you're still the highest paid.
He bought the Charlotte Hornets for $175 million in 2010, and now they are worth $780 million. He also owns several restaurants and a car dealership.
Michael Jordan Steakhouse, where's that at?
$1.1 billion.
Michael Jordan Nissan.
Number 2. He can't find a buyer for his Chicago mansion. Jordan lived in a massive house when he played in Chicago, but he's been struggling to sell the property for years. In 2016, the 56,000 square foot home was listed for $14,855,000. Those numbers add up to his jersey number, 23, in case you were wondering.
Wow.
The house has been discounted from its previous asking price of $29 million back in 2012. It's hard to believe that nobody has claimed this house yet. It offers 9 bedrooms, 15 full bathrooms, a basketball court, a card room, a putting green, a fitness studio, and a tennis court. The gates also have a large 23 on them, so there's no mistaking whose house it is. The real estate agent is even trying to sweeten the deal by offering the buyer a pair of every edition of Air Jordan sneakers in his or her size, yet it remains on the market.
You would think that this would be a sweet deal for somebody. Oh my gosh. Who wouldn't want that? Like, I need a video about who said no. Why doesn't anybody want this? His house is beautiful.
Number 3. He lost over $5 million in one night of gambling. Jordan is an avid gambler. He loves to go to the casino and also likes to bet on his golf games. In fact, he once had a gambling debt of $1.25 million from losing several rounds of golf to San Diego sports arena manager Richard Esquinas. Richard lowered the debt to $300,000 because Jordan didn't want his wife to find out about it, but she eventually found out because Richard wrote a book all about it. During the 2007 NBA...
Oh, wait a minute. How are you going to help him out to not get in trouble and then tell about it? And Michael, get it together. No gambling, no gambling.
Eventually found out because Richard wrote a book all about it. During the 2007 NBA All-Star Weekend, Michael couldn't tear himself away from the craps table. He wouldn't let anyone else roll the dice for several hours, and he ended up losing over $5 million at the table that night.
Ooh.
Number 4. He was so good that a team he never played for retired his number. The Miami Heat's team president told Michael, "No one will ever wear number 23 for the Miami Heat. You're the best." He hoisted a number 23 Heat jersey into the rafters in April of 2003, even though Michael had never played for the team. It was the first jersey the Heat ever retired.
What? Oh my gosh. I'm only at number 4 and I'm just like, who else is doing it like you, man? You didn't even play for this team.
Number 5. His Olympic shoes broke a record when sold at auction. The Bulls picked up Michael Jordan at number 3 in the NBA draft in 1984, but before he even played his first game with them, he earned a gold medal as a part of the USA basketball team in the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles, California. At a 2017 auction, the autographed Converse sneakers he wore in the gold-winning game against Spain sold for $190,373, setting a record for game-used basketball memorabilia. He broke his own record, which was held by the shoes he wore in Game 5 of the 1997 NBA Finals, the so-called flu game.
The game
Those shoes
that you guys have been talking about a lot.
$1,765 at a 2013 auction.
The flu game.
Number 6.
The infamous flu
game. At the
game.
time of their divorce, his first wife received the largest celebrity divorce settlement in history. Michael and his first wife, Juanita, filed for divorce in 2002, but decided to try to make the marriage work, only to file for divorce again in 2006 after 17 years of marriage. She received a $168 million settlement, which was the largest celebrity divorce settlement on public record up to that point in history. Number 7.
Gee,
he donated his salary with the Washington Wizards to 9/11 victims. Jordan retired from the NBA for the second time in 1998, saying he was 99.9% certain he would not play basketball professionally.
Oh, did he really? Hold on. Let me hear that again.
Number 7. He donated his salary with the Washington Wizards to 9/11 victims. Jordan retired from the NBA for the second time in 1998, saying he was 99.9% certain he would not play basketball professionally again. Nevertheless, he announced on September 25, 2001, that he would be returning with the Washington Wizards. He signed a 2-year contract and donated all of his salary to relief agencies supporting the victims of the 9/11 attacks.
What?
Number 8.
Oh man, he's good for that.
Was for Dikembe Mutombo. One of Michael Jordan's iconic moments was making a free throw with his eyes closed in the last few seconds of a game against the...
Oh, someone said this in the comments. Hold on.
His eyes closed free throw was for Dikembe Mutombo. One of Michael Jordan's iconic moments was making a free throw with his eyes closed in the last few seconds of a game against the Denver Nuggets. It was Dikembe Mutombo's first season, and he had gained a lot of attention for his stellar performance in his first several games. But Michael wanted to remind him just who he was playing against. In the final seconds of the game, Michael was fouled. After he made his first free throw, Dikembe threw some smack talk his way. Michael responded by saying, "Hey Mutombo, this one's for you." Then he closed his eyes and made a perfect free throw, which would be the last point of the game.
Wow, what?
Number 9. He was the first 40-year-old to score 40 points in an NBA game. As the oldest scoring champion in NBA history, Jordan also became the first player over 40 to score 40 points in a game. He actually scored 43 points in 43 minutes in an 89-86 victory over the Nets.
Wow.
Number 10.
Scored over half the point.
A 154-foot yacht named Mr. Terrible. Mr. Terrible is Michael's yacht that features an outdoor dining area, a dining room with a chandelier and seating for 14, a fishing cockpit with live bait tank, an underwater camera, a hot tub, a wet bar, 4 spacious staterooms, and a luxurious master suite
Can I write
with a
this
king-size
down?
bed.
Jeez.
When Michael is not using the yacht himself, he charters it out for private trips through the Caribbean. If you want to check out some even pricier yachts, click in the upper right-hand corner to watch our video of the top 10 most expensive yachts in the world.
Goodness.
Number 11. He made his second wife sign a strict prenuptial agreement.
He wasn't doing
Michael met
$100-something million
Cuban-American model
again.
Yvette Prieto while dancing at a club in 2008. They began dating and got engaged on Christmas in 2011 and were married in April of 2013 with Usher and Robin Thicke performing at their wedding reception. In
Now,
February
I know them,
2014,
Usher and Robin
she
Thicke.
gave birth to their twin daughters, Isabel and Victoria.
Oh.
Michael learned a lesson from his first marriage, though. Yvette was asked to sign a prenuptial agreement that stated in the case of divorce, each party would retain the assets they brought into the marriage, and Yvette would receive $1 million for each year they remained married. Jordan's net worth was around $650 million at the time of their marriage.
Jeez.
Number 12. He owns a Gulfstream 4 private jet.
Look at the Jordan
Michael
sign on the
owns
back.
a $50 million custom-made Gulfstream 4. On its exterior, his jet has the Air Jordan logo of him dunking a basketball
And we out here just trying to own cars and houses. Like,
on its
okay,
tail.
Jordan,
And it's in the
jeez.
baby blue and white colors of his alma mater, the University of North Carolina. The jet operates with 2 Rolls-Royce engines, and it can fit up to 19 passengers in its luxurious
look.
interior.
Hit the little numbers on the side. The 23 MJ.
2 Rolls-Royce engines, and it can fit up to 19 passengers in its luxurious interior. Number 13. He was sued by an ex-mistress. Jordan's ex-mistress, Carla Nafel, sued him for a breach of contract, saying he only paid her $250,000 of the $5 million he promised her to keep the relationship silent and not to file a paternity suit when she became pregnant in 1991, when he was still married to his first wife.
Ooh.
A later DNA test found he was not the father of the child,
Oh, good.
and a judge dismissed
Yikes.
the lawsuit in 2006.
A little bit of drama.
Number 14. He owns a $20 million mansion in Palm Beach, Florida. Michael owns a $20 million mansion in the Bears
That looks
Club
like a
neighborhood
straight-up
that was
resort.
developed by legendary golfer Jack Nicklaus. It was the most expensive non-waterfront home in Palm Beach, Florida.
It would have
The
something to do
estate
with
is
golf,
situated
though.
on 3 acres of property and includes a guardhouse, pool house, and guest house, in addition to the main home that
Look
has
at that.
11 bedrooms and an athletic wing that, of course, has a basketball court. Serena Williams also owns a home in the Stone-gated community.
Okay.
Number 15. He
That's my
owns a
tennis
special
lady.
table that commemorates his NBA career. He has a one-of-a-kind metal table that was created for him by sculptor Michael N. Servet. The aluminum table has exactly 32,292 holes drilled into it, one for each point Michael scored during his NBA career.
Wow.
Now
Wow.
that you've learned more about Michael Jordan, do you think any basketball players of today can be compared to him? Let us know what you think in the comments.
You guys already let me know in the comments all the time. Oh my goodness. And after I watched him, I get it.
Still here? Here's a bonus fact
Fun
just
fact.
for you. Michael loves riding on motorcycles. In fact, one of his favorite activities is driving his G.O.A.T 999,
I would
a
have never
high-performance,
guessed that.
race-oriented motorcycle. Thank you for spending some time with us, A-Luxer. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss...
I definitely would have never, ever pinned him for a motorcycle guy. Wow. So I learned a lot. Of course, I know that this still does not even scratch the surface. These are fun facts. I know that there's a lot of other stuff that you guys have told me in the comments as well. Even you guys have given me, you guys have given me little videos to watch or information to check out. And, you know, I do my research after I do come on here and do a video. So I've learned a lot about Michael Jordan just from you guys and what you guys have been giving me to check out as well. And I just wanted to learn a little bit more, a lot of fun facts about him, just seeing him in action, seeing what he does as an individual, hearing what he did with his entire salary when 9/11 occurred, just seeing how much of a great businessman he is and just how much more of it is beyond just Michael Jordan on that court. I love finding out more information about these guys and these players when it comes to their sports and their personal lives in these videos. So I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Make sure you guys like the video. Give it a thumbs up for sure. Check down in the description below, you guys. I want you guys to follow me on Twitter, and I want you guys also to check down in the description box below so that you guys can follow me on Instagram. I have finally got it. I know you guys have been waiting, so thank you guys very much for your patience. And if you guys have not subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe here as well. And I'll see you guys next time.